One of the questions that we keep hearing is, how did you get the name Robo?
Name Robo. All right. So when I was about 2 or 3, RoboCop, the movie, was a big hit.
Uh-huh.
And I would go around terrorizing the house like RoboCop would do in the movie. So it just started from there. My mom kept calling me RoboCop and then just shortened the Robo. And it has stayed ever since.
You had a very, very good high school career. And I believe you were the runner-up for the state of Illinois Mr. Basketball, if I'm
Right.
correct, behind Mr. Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about that experience. Just playing high school. Were you an AAU guy?
Yeah, I did play AAU. I played for the St. Louis Falcons. So I would have to drive 2 hours, 3 days a week for practice, and then on the weekends go play wherever the tournament was. But that really elevated my game. There's no doubt about it.
3 times a week, commuting 2 hours. That's pretty impressive. But it sounds like it really paid off. Could you talk to me a little bit about your college career? What made you choose UIC?
I knew Illinois wasn't going to recruit me, and I wanted to stay close to home. I wanted to kind of stay in state. So my dad knew Jimmy Collins. He was a grad assistant in Illinois. And he had one of the UIC assistants come check me out, and they really liked me, and they really were on me. And that was my sophomore year. So I committed as a junior, and I don't regret that decision at all.
Wow. So did you play any other sports, or were you just basketball only?
No, I played football. I actually have the state record for touchdowns in a season. So
really?
That's like best. I really think I could go pro in football if I ever had the chance. I'd be like a little Wes Welker out there, but
yeah. So you're a wide receiver, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. So do you have just a sports background, sports family? Everyone's involved, or is it just something you picked up because you were just passionate about it?
Family, no doubt. My dad played ball at Western Illinois for a year. My mom played volleyball at Illinois, and my sister played volleyball at Austin Peay. So we're a very competitive family.
So your dad being around the game and playing, I guess, probably impacted and influenced your career.
Oh, no doubt about it. We always went to the gym every Sunday. He was my coach from like second grade to junior high, and then he quit because we couldn't deal with each other anymore. But yeah, he was my influence with basketball.
So then at UIC, I believe you came off the bench your freshman year and then kind of slowly worked your way into a starter's role. How was that experience, just going to that school and going to that program?
I miss college ball so much. I can't explain the experience in a minute. But just to sum it up, man, it's so much pride for your university. You want to perform every night, and you're with those guys that you play with 24/7. So it's really just this group effort of wanting to win.
And I mean, the Horizon League, it seems, in the past couple of years has gotten a lot more exposure. There's a lot of great players. Ryan Brokoff is one to name it over at Valpo, but the league is just so good. Could you talk to me about some of the best players that you've faced?
It's hard for me to say that anyone's better than me. That's my competitive nature. But hands down, I could always say Norris Cole was better than me. Obviously, he plays for the Heat. He's in the NBA. But, I think there's so much parity in the game anymore that there's no mid-majors. Horizon League's up there. You see how the A-10 did in the NCAAs this year. The Mountain West did well. So there is major conferences, but, man, everyone's getting good.
Yeah. So Norris Cole is definitely and he was the same time as you, so.
Yeah, freshman year through senior year.
Yeah.
He always guarded me for the most part as well.
Yeah. Nice. So after your college career, you went over to Georgia and played in 2011, 2012. What was that experience like? Was that your first time overseas?
Yeah, that was my first time, and it was rough to say the least, man. Talk about homesick. It's just a whole other experience. It's just hard to explain it, but the food's different. You can't get around because you can't talk to anybody. You can't communicate with your teammates. But like I said, I've told everyone, it's really helped me growing up as a person.
Yeah. How large was the town?
I was in the capital, which is Tbilisi, and they had 3 million people.
Wow. Okay, so you're You're not stuck in the middle of nowhere. That makes it,
Right.
nice. Now, as far as the basketball side of it, how were things with the team? What was the big difference between American college ball and then European style ball?
I try to tell everyone it's not as athletic, and I think that goes for everywhere overseas. I felt like there was better athletes in college than there was professionally, but everyone's older and smarter. And like I tell people, they don't want Americans to score, man. They'll do anything to stop you guys. It's like their defenses are geared to stop the Americans.
Now, just kind of talking to you, I bet you're a gym rat. Sounds like you were always in the gym 24/7. When did you start doing that?
Oh man, that's been forever. Like I said, I've got that competitive drive to where it's almost a disease. To be honest with you, it's basketball 24/7. I got to eat right. I got to watch it. I got to go to the gym and work on it. I got to talk about it. It's just something I've done since I was a little kid. It's really made me who I am today on the basketball court.
So the two-a-day practices that I hear about so much in Europe, those didn't impact you in any way other than you just love doing it.
Yeah, we actually didn't have too many two-a-days, which was kind of nice. So, but yeah, 2 days are fine with me.
So talk to me a little bit about the business side of basketball. Once you go from college where you're more insulated, now you're off on your own, you're fighting for jobs, and it becomes a business. How did that change for you, and what have you learned?
I kind of already knew this, but you got to go get your own. There's no one's going to give you anything. You got to go prove yourself no matter where you go.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's competitive, and you're fighting for jobs. You mentioned that you hurt your knee?
It's my hip.
Your hip. What happened?
I got bone on bone, a really bad impingement, so I had to shave down my femur a little bit, and I tore my labrum as well. I've had this problem for about 4 or 5 years, but it's really gotten bad, so I had to get taken care of.
Now, did that occur, the surgery, off season after you were done in Georgia, or was that kind of towards the end of the season?
I actually got the surgery recently. I was going to go back to Georgia or maybe Columbia and play with my guy Corey Bradford, but they played 4 games a week. I couldn't have done that, so I was like, you know what? I got to get my hip right before next season starts.
What are you doing to rehab?
Whatever they tell me to do. Really, I got to do it twice a day, and it's rough, man. I can't actually play basketball until July. I can't shoot jumpers for like 3 more weeks, so it's a long process.
So what are you doing to prepare mentally? Are you watching film and looking at different things to improve yourself while you're down?
Yes and no. I'm trying to take a break from the game a little bit, which is kind of good for me. But with that being said, I've been reading a lot of books lately. When I went over to Georgia, like I said, I was bored, so I started reading a lot more, and I haven't stopped. So I'm starting to read Tony Dungy's book now, and just get a different insight on life, I guess. And I know that's going to help me as a person, as a basketball player.
Yeah. So are there any summer league plans for you?
Yeah, I actually I'm going to go help a guy named Matt Alacron. He worked at Attack Athletics with Tim Grover. And he wants me to come up there since I can't really play right now. I'm going to come up and help him train some players. And then hopefully in July I can start training with him. Yeah, I worked with Tim one summer, man. He's unbelievable. He got my game so much better. And like I said, the guy who worked for him, he's like, hey, you want to come help me this summer while you're injured? So I'm going to go up there and help him, learn some things from him.
Interesting. What I guess, specific tactics did you gain from someone like Tim Grover, who's worked with the best of the best?
Oh, what didn't I gain? Mentally stronger. He's no-nonsense guy. He'll tell you how he feels, which is good. Just his training method. The 2 days were good for me because we did that, 4 days a week. And like I said, his weight room stuff was really good too. Picked up a few things from there.
Did that start in high school, or was that more in college?
No, that was just after my senior year of college. I wish I would have got to in my freshman year of college because I would be playing right now. Yeah.
Wow. Now, you mentioned that you're injured, but you're going to do a little personal training. Are you ever thinking about being a coach in the future?
No doubt about it. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I was born a coach. I've got the leadership capabilities, so why not help young kids, man? I'm excited to do that.
Yeah. So I guess, is there anything that you want to tell the world? I know you're working on a Euro step, which I wish I would have incorporated in my game back in the day. Did you talk to me a little bit about that?
That's my go-to move, man. I've done that move since my freshman year of college. And I really started to add on to it, as you can see in the video, just a few wrinkles into it to keep people guessing. Because when I was at college and I get in the lane, people know it would be coming. So I would change. I've changed it a little bit to my liking.
Now, how did you develop that move? Were you just watching someone like a Ginobili and said, "Man, I got to incorporate this in my game"? What spurred that?
Gosh, I really don't remember. It had to be from someone from the NBA, but I couldn't tell you the time I remembered it. But that move really caught on. Really caught on.
I think you had a floater to that too, didn't you?
A floater, yeah. That's one I've been starting to do a little bit more. The Euro step floater, but I've been adding that on recently. I haven't done that in a game yet.
So for a young kid trying to learn that move, what is the takeaway? What do they need to do?
Like I tell my kids I work with now, people try to Euro step outside a guy's foot. You need to go right in between their legs. Take your first step there, and then your second step and be around them. They try to overdo it and try to step outside one leg than the other. No, that never works. You got to step right in between that guy who's about to take a charge, between his legs, and then take your second step after.
What kind of advice would you have for any player looking to go overseas that you wish you would have known on day one getting there?
That first year is going to be tough. Just get past that first year. Once you get past that first year, I'm sure a lot of things will start falling into place. And a lot of guys worry about their money. It's really not about that, because once you get older, you're going to make more and more. Starting out, you won't get a lot. So just stay at it.
Was your family able to come over there and see you play in Georgia?
Yeah, my mom came over for about a week.
So talk to me also just a little bit off the court. You said the food was a lot different. Did you gravitate towards the American food, or are you looking for a McDonald's? And just,
They had a McDonald's and a Texas chicken. And we would eat Texas chicken probably 4 times a week. But actually, their food wasn't too bad. It was all natural. It doesn't have the fillers like we do here. So it was a lot healthier.
If there was one thing that you could change about the experience, what would it have been?
Goodness, I wish I would have passed the ball a little bit more, to be honest. You gotta go get yours. Don't get me wrong, but I wish I had averaged a little more assists. Yeah, because teams don't really want a 6'2" guard. Which I averaged 24 points over there, but they see that they're like, they kind of pass. And I wish I averaged like 15 and 10. That would have been better.
So there's definitely a bias towards point guards that like to shoot the rock.
Yes and no. That team over in Georgia wanted me because I was like a combo guard. So, but there's not a lot of teams that want that.
Now, is that something you're going to work on? In the next couple of months, is developing your point guard skills?
I feel like it's something I have. It's just something I've never done because I've always been asked to score. Even from high school to my first year in Georgia, I've been asked to score. So, I don't think you can work on passing, can you? You just got to hit the open guy.
Yeah. Got to keep the big guys happy down there.
Yes, you do.
So, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the world that that you've got on your mind that we can help you get out?
And to be looking, I'm starting to make videos. I've got 2 up already. I plan to get a lot more up just to advance the game of basketball for a kid like me who was looking for stuff on the internet at age 10. What can I work on my game? I'm starting to do videos like that can really help someone advance their game.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And like I said, anything that we can do, let us know.
All right, that sounds good.
All righty. Thanks so much.
All right, see you guys.